listening to the Daily Yogi podcast. Every weekday, I'll share timeless yogi wisdom in bite-sized relatable lessons you can apply immediately to help you expand your perspective on life. What is right and wrong? Can we agree on these concepts? The yogi science teaches that right and wrong are relative terms. You take care of your children, treat others with kindness, avoid contributing to human suffering, you avoid harming animals, you recycle, and read to better yourself. For you, actions like killing, racism, or stealing are clearly wrong. Now, let's consider someone who grew up in different circumstances, someone surrounded by abuse, a negative environment, or oppression from a young age. Their perception of right and wrong is shaped by these experiences. For them, killing or stealing might not be wrong. What you perceive as bad might be seen as good by someone who has experienced a different environment. Their understanding of good will eventually evolve into recognizing that it's wrong, just like you did. You were once like them. This brings us to conscience, which navigates questions of right and wrong in our minds. Conscience guides us based on the highest ethical standards in our present level of development. It's the light of our spiritual mind. According to the yogi philosophy, we are all manifestations of the absolute, like drops from a vast ocean. Each of us carries an inner light surrounded by layers. Imagine a light bulb enclosed in layers of cloth. The light symbolizes our spirit, our true essence. The glass bulb represents the spiritual mind through which the spirit shines without obstruction. The layers of cloth represents various levels of understanding. Outer layers are thicker and inner layers grow progressively thinner. The outermost layer receives minimal light and it cannot receive more light than it does. As we move inward, each layer receives more light, until the innermost layer, the one next to the glass bulb, receives the unobstructed light of the spiritual mind. If these layers of cloth could think, they might consider the entire light bulb and the cloth layers as the self, as the I. Each layer would perceive the inner layer as slightly brighter. This perception would define the conscience of each layer. If you were the outermost layer, you would consider the second layer as good. Yet, if you were an inner layer, say the fourth layer, the second layer would seem bad. Conscience acts as the spirit's light, but our perception of it is influenced by the layers surrounding it. We see only the amount of light that filters through the cloth. Thus, the next inner layer is what we call conscience, and it's relative. Does this illustrate why people's conscience differ? The fact that layers manifest varying degrees of light doesn't diminish the brightness of the light itself. Right and wrong are relative terms shaped by one's consciousness. Thank you for listening. If you found value in today's episode, rate the show or share with a friend. And remember, take this reflection into the silence, and I'll see you next time.